Hey, y'all.
Happy Thursday.
Happy pre-Friday.
And welcome to
another episode of Backcountry Couples,
It
brought to you
is.
by QQuest.
Live!
Oh
my
Thursday
God.
night. Boy,
All right.
did that sound like a terrible
wait
radio?
a minute.
Whoa. Hey, I'm talking. That sounded like the most terrible, most radio intro ever.
That was pretty bad, actually.
From Detroit, Saturday night.
Oh,
The
that I
funky-
like. Oh, Detroit. No. Anyways, hi, everybody.
That's a Kid
I'm
Rock
Colleen.
song. I'm Johnny.
And we are the QQuest.
We're the cool kids.
We are the cool kids.
We're cool in the gang.
We have way too many hashtags, but I love it. And this, my friends, is episode 7. Can you imagine?
14.
I can't imagine that. So excited for that. So welcome. Hope everyone had a good week.
It's work.
It's been a big kind of busy work week, like not lying. I'm sure everyone's kind of feeling the same way, but it is what it is, right? But we're here to have fun tonight. So excited about that. A couple things. One is our friend Snackbox, not just our friend, everybody's friend.
Everybody knows
Snackbox, right?
Let's see. Snackbox. Outside comfort zone.
Backcountry champion.
Backcountry champion.
I know. Wait a minute.
He
He's
has
like
multiple identities.
I think he's a secret agent.
Telling you.
Just kind of like Doc Watson, Mangy Moose, same thing. Double life. I don't know what's going on there, but there's something going on. Anyways, we had the pleasure of being on Outside Comfort Zone last Sunday with this great new concept about Fantasy League. And ours was
Gear
under
$100.
Under $100.
Yes.
And
American money.
So that was funny.
You gotta put that in there.
Is Sam in it? Oh, Salmon's in here too. Anyway, so we were with hashtag. So Jerry, Tangent Trail. See, another secret agent. 3 names.
I'm telling you.
Devin with Salmon Outdoors.
Salmon Outdoors.
So it was super fun.
Oh, those guys are awesome.
I think there might be a bit of a review or something, because the show ended just before the 3 of us had a bit of a kicker to kind of a surprise thing.
I'm just gonna
say that
stop.
I know.
Stop.
Oh, it was
Pump
so
the
much
brakes
fun.
right there.
Okay. Anyways, go check out the episode last Sunday.
Right.
Watch the rewind. See what gear we all chose. It was so much fun. But we had a lot of fun.
That person at the freaking movie theater.
I know. I got excited. And
wait for this part here. What?
And speaking of the rewind.
Speaking of rewinds, we're just gonna start right now.
Rewind that way.
Way. We gotta thank our major sponsor.
Okay.
Mickwick.
Yes. We love our Mickwick. Everybody does know that.
We love our Mickey Wicks.
Yes.
And every one of our backcountry couples that are come on the Backcountry Couples show gets a free Mickwick starter pack.
There is.
Very nice. Has a Mickwick sticker in there as well.
So they're handcrafted, all natural, no harmful chemicals, no wood products. They're
Burn
compact.
for 20 minutes.
Burn for 20 minutes.
Lightweight.
They are lightweight. And I like that they are waterproof.
Every hiker's friend.
They are a hiker's friend.
Trekker's
Absolutely. Friend. They are. And we have a cute little video that we'd always love to share about Mickwick. So we want to get that. And everybody watch this.
And there we go.
Seriously? That's pretty fancy pants. I love that. Every time I see that, I go, yeah.
Okay, Miss Gigglesworth.
I am kind of giggly. But not only does our backcountry couple tonight get the awesome little Mick pack, they're also going to get a little cake day sticker. So we'll send that along.
And if y'all are interested in getting your own Mickwicks,
yes,
go to mickwickfires.com
yes.
and mention us, of course.
Yeah, you can do Keel Quest.
Yes.
For 15% off.
For 15% off.
But until December the 15th, Mickwood has extended their Christmas percentage off, I guess, and it's 20
sale.
So they're sale off. I couldn't think of what I was trying to say there. So yeah, so they get 20 off anything. So you can get obviously some little Mickwick hats. Swag. There's the coffee, which is almost sold out.
We just got the notification today. It's like almost all gone.
So
it's like, get to smoking, buddy.
And it pretty is delicious. So which is amazing.
It's really good.
The other thing is last week we had on the Empty Nesters. So we had Will and Lisa, and they were a cool couple based out of the West Coast, doing a little van life, doing a little bit of actually a lot of fun traveling.
Oh my gosh.
And crossing off a 50 by 50 list. So if you have an opportunity, head on over to them and check them out. I don't think they'll be disappointed in there, of course, which is really amazing.
Absolutely not. They've got some really cool trips.
They do. So some they've already done, and they have a big one in the works too. So we're excited to follow along for that, right?
Go follow along. Go check them out. Pick them up. Give them some love, and you'll see exactly what they're doing.
Yes. So the other thing is, we all know this community loves gear, right? No. Who wants gear? Put their hand up. Whoop, whoop. I know I do. But this outdoor community, like John was saying, is having a big giveaway. So this is the year number 3 for the 12 days of Christmas.
Oh, and I wonder where you're going with that.
Yeah. So the 12 days of Christmas is going to launch on Monday. So Monday, December the 12th at noon.
All the contributors,
and I've got them right here. So
are going to be dropping their videos.
That's right. So there's 12 channels. So check out your YouTube community posts, Instagram. Make sure that you're following along and subscribing. Are you ready? It's crazy. All Terrain Coffee and Camping, Rob Pelton, Andy Parrish Outdoors, Huck Outdoors, Everyday Backpacker, John Kelly, In Our Element, Miyagi and Trips, Lost Again with Jim, Southern Hike, Backcountry Pilgrim.
Oh, yeah.
And us. Right. So you have 12 chances to win some sweet gear. I'm excited. So stay tuned to your social media stuff, and you can start liking and subscribing and all that fun stuff to the 12 channels, and good luck on winning some sweet gear.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's all for fun, and it's a good cause.
Right. And so we're here because it is Backcountry Couples.
That it
right.
is.
And what's a backcountry couple?
You're looking at it.
Well, we're one. So we're a romantic couple, but you don't have to be one, because we have some upcoming backcountry bros. We have some backcountry friends. So that's exciting. So if you love to adventure together, and you do it in this wonderful Instagram, YouTube, social media world, and you want to kind of, share it out, reach out to us. Right? I mean, we can Instagram, like you can just
messages on Instagram or emails at keelquest@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And or if you know anybody who is a backcountry couple that you suggest,
neat to
Jason from All Terrain Coffee, he suggested last week.
Yeah, he did. He did.
The Empty Nesters, which was really cool.
So it was really nice to connect with somebody, via that, which is awesome. We are booking into February, everybody. So I'm excited.
Almost the end of February.
I know. So that's actually really, really fun. And hopefully you love what you see tonight.
You will.
And
trust me.
If you do,
dang, girl, your hands are cold.
I'm a little chilly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey.
Like a meat popsicle.
Love what you see tonight, and make sure you hit the thumbs up and all that fun stuff.
Tell your friends. Well, if you're all here, you are subscribed, and you have
you got the notifications.
Let's spread it out there.
Right on.
All right. Without further ado.
Wait a minute. No. One more thing. Just because I just want to say, when there's a lot of people in the chat, which is awesome, and we love that you're all here. is sometimes it's hard because John kind of looks at the chat. So if you have a question for our guest tonight,
in capital letters, put question, and then we will bring it up
and
when
then
we can fit it in with the chat.
Right on.
Okay, we'll give a quick rundown who's in the chat and say hi real quick. So we got Jason Outdoors. We have Paddle and Hike.
Whoop, whoop.
Ontario Camping Couple.
Oh man, everybody has to go check out everybody. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
I don't want to miss anybody.
Tangent Trails. Tanya Browning.
Hi.
Already got Carlson. That hiking guy. Mr. Doc Watson.
Hello.
Following Walker's World. All things outdoors. Texas Hikeaholics. Hello.
Look at
Tangent
everybody.
Trails. Everyone knows a Dave.
Hey, Dave. We miss you, man.
Haven't seen you in a while. This is awesome. Beauty in the Backcountry.
I love it.
Too.
Oh, hey, hello. Oh, everyone's had their hands up when I said anybody wants
Cheers
gear.
from Canada.
And everybody had that. That's cool.
Oh, Mad Hippies.
Hello. Backcountry Paddler. Did we say them?
No.
Jacqueline's here. RV Hiker Girl. Nice to see you.
Salmon.
I think Devin had to sneak out, he said, which is crazy, which is fine. It's all good. All terrain.
All things outdoors. Jason's
Canoe for
here.
Change. Hello.
Hi, you too.
Wow. Welcome, everybody.
Outdoor coffee.
Holy moly.
It's a star-studded
outside comfort zone. We are all good. I feel like it's going to be a pretty good chat night tonight.
Would be pretty good.
Our guests are going to
pretty good.
Our guests are going to
pretty good.
I just mean it's going to be
really
there's
good.
going to be lots of questions. That's what I mean.
It's going to be really good.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's do it. All right. So we are excited. And I'm shocked that we haven't met this couple before. This is one thing we're just like, wait a minute. Anyways,
we kind of met them.
Well, kind of. Yes, I know. And that's another story for today. I'm so excited. So this week's backcountry couple is just south of us. They're in Indiana. Like, they are so close.
Woodgerville.
I know. Their love of backpacking has taken them to some of the most gorgeous state and national parks across the U.S. So as much as they love to adventure, and they'll be the first ones to tell you about that adventuring and their tripping is like one of the key elements of being outdoors, and they love that. But it's the community that has brought them together with some pretty amazing, like-minded people. And they'll be the first to tell you. And this is kind of one of their little mottos that they say. They always say it's all about the friendships. So welcome from Nicole Hikesalot and Tim Hikesalot. Nicole and Tim. Hey, welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you guys so much for coming on our show. We really appreciate it.
I know. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm glad you were able to make it. So fun.
Love the Christmas tree in the background.
I know.
Yes, we made sure it was visible for everyone.
Perfect.
Maybe we should have spruced up the studio, honey. I never thought next time.
Maybe next.
Geez, we missed that. That's all right. So welcome. So we always start with two questions. One is, how did you two meet?
Yeah, how'd y'all meet?
It was a very long time ago when I was actually just 18 years old at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Tim was stationed in Germany in the military. He was in the army.
Yep.
And my dad had placed an ad in the Stars and Stripes newspaper because I wanted to get better with my English, which I had to do in high school. And I wanted to get much more fluent. So he placed an ad for me in the Stars and Stripes paper, which is the newspaper for the American forces.
Mm-hmm.
And it just said, hey, I want pen friends, send me a letter. And I got a whole bunch of people to send me letters. Some were very inappropriate.
Oh,
dang.
Okay.
Some even included like life-size pictures of themselves. I'm like, wow, that's not what I'm looking for. And Tim's letter was basically the one that stood out just for being very short, very simple. And it said, hey, I saw your ad. I'm in northern Germany and I'm interested in writing. So if you're interested in that, send me something. And that's how it worked out. And we wrote for some time.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a cousin that was stationed down where I lived, which was 5 hours south.
Mm-hmm.
And he stopped by my house on a weekend. I wasn't even home. And he left a sticky note on my mailbox, and he said, hey, if you want to call me and want to do something, I will be here for a few days. So I called him the next day, and he said, yeah, I can come. And he showed up, and we started actually hiking and sightseeing together. And I didn't have a driver's license back then. And so I, from then on, made trips to Germany, northern Germany, took the train. And on the weekends, because I was finishing high school and I worked at the same time. And then he came down, on some weekends, and it just, that's how it was.
I drove my rusted out yellow Mercedes.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I love it. I love it. Of course you had a Mercedes in Germany. Come on. Oh, that is a nice story.
They had the classic turbo diesel.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Of course you would ask the car thing, right?
I know.
But it barely was held together by the rust, and got it real cheap. And I had to turn it in when we finally left at the end of my tour because it was about to just fall apart.
Yeah.
Right.
Perfect.
Oh, that is a really sweet story.
That's a great story.
And then obviously you made your way over to the US, and this is it. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, this month we will have been married 31 years.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's beautiful.
Not always easy, but hey.
She's so giggled. Right on.
So growing up, were you, before you all met, were you outdoorsy and you like to enjoy the outdoors as much as you do now?
Well, I'm from here. I'm born and raised in Indiana, and didn't really do a lot of hiking and backpacking. Did fishing, bike riding, things like that.
Yeah, for me, my parents were very outdoor oriented, and they always took me hiking. And one plus was we traveled to different countries. Like they took me to Italy and Croatia, Austria, Switzerland. So I really enjoyed hiking with them already. And they also had a separate garden area away from the house where we would take our bikes and ride to the garden. And we have cookouts, and there was a little log house where you could spend the night. And I just really enjoyed that. And I didn't have a lot of friends in high school. I was sort of just on my own because I didn't go out at night. I was always home. But during the day, what helped me through that awkward teenage time was just taking my bike and going off by myself and sitting down somewhere in the woods and just think about stuff or read something. I used to love doing that.
Awesome.
That's still nice to do that every once in a while,
Oh, yeah.
That is amazing. And then where you are again, like what's happening today. So we always like to know how we got to know you. Like John said that one of the guys, so Jason in the chat, kind of directed us to the empty nesters. So last year, Taylor from Southern Hike did a reach out, right? Do you remember this, to a couple of like hikers, backpackers, and said, hey, can you guys chat about your sleeping bags that you use? And you were part of that little video, right? And we had never heard of you until last year. And we were like, what? How can you be so close to us? And we hadn't even like heard of you before. So we were like, oh yeah.
Yeah, same for me. I had never heard of you guys.
Right.
Until then. Until I saw you somewhere in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely. And it's just, and that's how weird it is that y'all can connect and everything like that. So, but that's how we got to know you. So talk about YouTube. You've been doing YouTube for how long?
I think 3 years now. And it just all happened because we were at Yosemite National Park on a hike out there, and we found a GoPro on trail. somebody had just lost it there. There was nobody around. It was just laying there.
Mhm.
So Tim picked it up and I was like, what's that? Because, back then I had no idea. And he goes, oh, I think it's a GoPro. And we turned it on and started using it right then.
Mhm.
And he said, you should totally post some of this on, I think you can do it on YouTube. And I said, I don't want to mess around with that stuff,
Yeah.
Like when he first told me I should change to a cell phone, I'm like, are you joking? I have my house phone right here. It's mounted on the wall. That's all I ever want to use,
Right, exactly.
You have to change with the times. So then I got a cell phone. And then, of course, I posted, just a short video on YouTube and actually tried to get him to do it. And he's like, no, you do it. That's all yours. But he found it.
Yeah.
He's like, you totally do that, but I'm not going to.
Yep.
Tim,
Wow.
come on, right?
I helped her figure out how to use Filmora. That's her
Okay.
editing program. So.
Oh my gosh. And then what about Nicole Hikesalot? Like, how did that name start? Or did you toss around different names or?
You actually came up with that just because, I used to listen to like that one rapper. What was his name?
Mix-a-Lot, Sir
Yeah, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Is that the Baby Got Back?
Yep.
Oh.
Back in the 80s or whenever it was, but
Oh
I was like, my taste was off back then. But I just thought about that, and I thought, what is
We
it?
all listen to
I
that song. Don't be shy.
I hear all the time.
That song is in my head now. Thank you very much. Baby, get that lie.
Thanks a lot. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh my God, I love it. No, I feel like there you go. Oh, where'd it go? Right here. Nicole the rapper. It's already started. Oh my gosh, I love it. See, everyone's
RBA.
dying over here, and everyone has that in their head right now.
Yeah, they're queuing it up on their playlist right now.
Exactly. So, the trip where you found the GoPro, was that your first like hiking adventure together?
No. We so years ago we thought, we like visiting Arizona, and we thought that we would like to live there. So I took a job in Arizona. We lived there for a year because it's just so hot we had to come back.
What?
But while we were there, I had a bucket list of things that I needed to do before we left, and that was hike down into the Grand Canyon. And so that was really our first big hike that we did, hiking down the Grand Canyon
with all the wrong gear.
How did you?
Went to Walmart, bought the heaviest things we could find, put them on our back.
Intentionally?
No, it's just he wanted to buy some gear.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you had no gear, and you said we're going to go and hike the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You guys are crazy.
No, they're not. They're like, hey, they wanted to get outdoors.
Okay, so did you do research? Like, did you go on YouTube and look up like what people take to the Grand Canyon?
No.
YouTube was such a big thing back then, wasn't there?
Yeah, it wasn't really a big thing. It was. We didn't, at least we didn't really look at it back then.
Oh my gosh.
We went to Walmart because everything was cheap. We thought, if this doesn't stick, we didn't invest too much money.
And we
True that. I totally agree 100%.
Yeah. But we did watch the TV show Motion with Greg Aiello.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I've never heard that. I'm going to have to look that up now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So you go to the Grand Canyon, you have all the wrong gear.
Yep.
And you come out of this trip and you're like, we love this.
No.
We went down into the Grand Canyon, and the going down part was okay. Coming up,
That's when we almost got a divorce.
Yeah, she was like cussing at me. You did this to. I thought she was going through labor. You did this to me. Oh, it's horrible.
It's your fault.
It's your fault. This is all your
That's
fault.
hilarious.
She threw one of her trekking poles.
Holy cow. Going out for the javelin.
Wow.
Made it up to the top, and our legs just felt like I don't know, noodles or jelly or something. I could barely walk.
Oh, yeah.
Then we went and ate at the lodge, and it was really bad. I was so hungry, I could barely walk anymore. And we got to the lodge and we got the buffet, chicken and biscuits. You know, they were like the kind you get at Red Lobster, the cheddar biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Green beans, and we each got a big plate full and sat down. And Tim couldn't even eat a lot because he kind of felt so bad from the hike that he couldn't, wasn't feeling it. And he got up to go to the bathroom. And when he got up, he just kind of hobbled away because he couldn't walk because he was so sore. And somebody asked him, "Hey, sir, do you need help, going to the bathroom?" Yeah. And I'm just sitting there thinking, oh, his plate is left unattended.
Yeah, and I look back towards my wife lovingly, and she's eating my biscuits.
She's got your back, Tim. You are a lucky guy.
I'm a lucky man.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't even ask, do you need help? I just thought, hey, let him get to the bathroom.
More for me. Yeah, more for me.
You stop it. We have to just show some of these things in the chat here. Like someone was saying that sounds like
Jason's like, my wife doesn't hike, so I'm safe.
And everyone knows that Dave happened to him. His wife, were they climbing Mount Snowdon? Crying tears, accusing. Come on, right? Like, oh. But I mean, that is true. That is it's tough when you're a couple hiking together, right?
Oh yeah.
It can be.
Right? I mean, there's some, conditions that have to be met and requirements. And but then
even tough when you're always together. He works from home now every day, and it's sometimes too much for me just in the morning when I hear him brushing his teeth. It's like, oh God. I need a solo adventure.
I love it. I love it.
Wow.
But that's okay. That's really cool. Oh, start that, honey. That's cool. So but then you said, hey, right, let's really, get into this, get the right gear, and let's just try it, right? Yeah. So you guys love the West Coast. Like that's your jam out there, right?
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah. What places have you been to?
Or what's your favorite out there?
Wow, it's so hard to say because, we love it all. It's just the country is so diverse. And that's what I love about living here. I can't even imagine ever going anywhere else because I love it so much. So I became a citizen in 2008. And
you did?
Yeah. So I just kind of wanted to, because growing up, I always looked at books or magazines about the American West, and I pictured like cowboys out there with, horses and Native Americans,
Yes.
And so I wanted to see it for myself, and it's just so amazing. We've been to Utah, several times, in Arizona, New Mexico, and California, of course, Washington, Colorado. We love Colorado.
Okay.
Nevada, Wyoming.
You said Montana?
Montana, Glacier National Park. It's great.
Right. Where was this picture?
Where was this place?
Oh, that's at North Cascades National Park in Washington.
In Washington.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really, that's a great place if you're looking for a place that's not super crowded.
Okay.
And lots of good backpacking up there, as well as day hiking. It's
Okay.
really
Yeah.
Did you guys camp by that lake?
No, this was a day hike,
Okay.
but you can camp on that trail, if you want. And I've even seen people just pitch a tent in the parking area right there, which was kind of interesting.
Are you allowed?
Apparently, because it's outside of national park land, it's okay. But I wouldn't necessarily do it. But we did backpack. We backpacked near that trail on up to Cascade Pass and Pelton Basin Camp up there, and that's where we met with Catherine Gregory.
Okay.
And we spent one night out there, and there was a black bear coming into the camp trying to scope us out and get to the food, and he was huge. I mean, that bear was ginormous.
Wowzers. Wow. So where else we've been to Washington. We've been to the Olympic National Park. We've been to the Olympics.
Oh yeah, we have been.
Okay.
Yeah. Been to the Olympics. Have you been out? Have you been out to Cape Flattery?
We have not been to that place.
Okay.
Beautiful. I highly recommend it.
So it's the most northwesterly point of the continuous U.S.
Continental.
Okay. Yeah. That's still on the list.
Yeah, it's really pretty out there.
Yeah, the whole rainforest. And
yes.
We backpacked the 7 Lakes Basin High Divide Loop at Olympic. That was awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, we just dipped our toes in the Olympics a little bit with one of my we were visiting out there visiting my brother and his wife. So.
Timing wasn't really on our side, so we did a lot of day hikes when we were out west. But I mean, we have to go back, right? There's just so much more to see and everything.
So many mountains.
I know. So you had said California, right? That was kind of one of the areas too. So California is the Sierras.
Oh the Sierra is so awesome, and that was in the Sierra up at Minnesota.
That doesn't even look real.
It looks like a postcard.
We backpacked that, and we backpacked about 65 miles on the John Muir Trail from Agnew Meadows to Yosemite Valley. We did that twice.
Yeah, twice.
We loved it so much.
Wow.
Gorgeous.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
we've been to Joshua Tree, and we've been to
Death
Valley, and we've been to
Big Basin Redwood,
Kings Canyon,
Sequoia. Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. Are you guys like?
Maybe we should be asking questions. Where haven't you been?
Right? But I mean, that's just one of the things.
That's beautiful out there.
It is beautiful. So the John Muir Trail is a through hike that a lot of people do, right? Yeah. So you did 60. Is it? I think John Muir is 500 miles. I think
211.
Yeah.
Oh, 211. I'm sorry.
You're a little off.
I am a little off. What's 500 miles? Oh, is the Colorado Trail 500 miles? Maybe. I think maybe the CT is. I think that's what it is. So, there we go. Carlson's doing it in 2025. Love it. Oh, with the hiking day. All right. Whoop. That's awesome. So what about the full thing then? Like, why just that little 60-mile?
Kind of hard because he still works.
Yeah.
So to do the full thing, I think we would need the 2-week period just to give us enough time and really enjoy it. And that's
okay.
So we thought about doing another section. That's an option. We definitely want to do that.
Okay. Oh my God, I love it. Did you chat with other like hikers and stuff like that? And they're like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? Are you doing the full hike?" And
yeah, we saw a lot of people that did the full hike.
Some of them were doing it solo.
Yeah, lots of women solo backpackers.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
It is so good. Can I ask a question? Did you have to pack your poop out?
No, you have to dig a hole deep enough to bury it and not near the water source. But yeah.
Right.
Because
And
I
sometimes
No.
it is extremely hard ground. So you're
Oh,
going
is that what it is? Okay.
you're gonna be digging. I mean, it
Yeah.
makes my hand hurt.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Surprisingly enough, most people out there are really good about leave no trace. We saw very few pieces of litter, but I always pack paper no matter where I go.
Yeah.
I just
You're
put it in
passionate about
a
that.
Ziploc bag and put it out because
Yeah.
it comes up. I don't want to create a problem out
Yeah.
there.
No, absolutely. I just thought I remember that you had to like poop in a wag bag or something when you hiked the
You
John
do
Deere
have
Trail.
to do that in some places, like in Utah. They want you to do that because it's
That's
very
what I
difficult
thought. Okay.
to, you know,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Huh. Not that I want to talk about poop, but but it is what it is, right? Come
Right.
on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you mentioned Utah.
Yeah.
Love
Utah is crazy. So the couple that was on last week, Will and Lisa, they were there, and I think they said they did 5 parks in I don't know how many it was a quick lake tour they did basically. So where was this?
This was at Capitol Reef National Park,
Okay.
just September. That was on my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
That was the perfect birthday for
Mhm.
me. And there was not one person up there. This is on the Cassidy Arch hike. And we went pretty early. There wasn't anyone up there the whole time. So we had it all to ourselves. And that was great.
Awesome. The rock color is amazing.
It does not look real.
Yeah,
like,
it does.
It doesn't.
I think so. It looks really real.
Well, I see
really
that Brian Carlson has a good question. Have you ever slept on poop?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we have.
Oh, there you go. Answer the question. Let's go.
Yeah.
So
Answer
we
the question.
went to, this was in Colorado in the Rocky Mountains, and we were hiking to Devil's Thumb.
Okay.
And we had got a late start that day because it was raining a little bit. We didn't want to hike in the rain if we didn't have to. So we got a late start. And the trail was longer than we had anticipated. Okay. So we got close to our destination when it was getting dark. So we just decided, hey, let's just find a relatively flat place here, put our tent up. And, we just set up our tent. And the next morning we realized when we had packed our tent away that we had put it on poop, and it was smeared all over the bottom of our tent.
Oh.
And that wasn't even the worst part of the trip.
Yeah, I had.
I'm afraid to ask.
What's worse?
So the whole night I had extreme altitude sickness because we didn't adjust when we got there. And this always happens in Colorado. It doesn't happen in the Sierra, strangely enough, but I always get sick in Colorado.
Okay.
Well, we just, hurried up there, set up in the dark, and I felt so sick that I actually ended up having to barf. So I felt it coming, and I said, hey, I gotta, and it's pitch black out. I'm grabbing my headlamp and I'm trying not to barf right outside the tent because we're in bear country.
Oh, geez.
That's all I'm thinking, because we had a couple of bad bear encounters. And I said, I think I'm going to have to run and hurl. That's all I said. And I put on my Crocs, my headlamp, and I'm trying to get to this little stream that's right there. And I made it. Thankfully, I made it. And I'm barfing, and Tim is like back there. Oh, you want me to hold your hand? I'm like, no, please
stay away.
Go away from me. Leave me alone, And then the next day, that's when we had the poop all over the bottom of the tent. And Tim's like looking at me, and there aren't any leaves out there. All they have is pine trees. So you can't use anything. We didn't bring like a washcloth or anything like that, so what do you do to clean this off? And so So Tim looks at me and I go, I take it to the stream and I have what we need to clean this with. And I pull out one unused feminine napkin fresh from my backpack.
Yes.
And it's like it's like what? Like rubber, plastic, you know?
Yeah.
And I take that and I'm all proud and I clean this tent, and it was really spick and span. You could never even tell. So we packed it away.
Yeah, they're multi-purpose.
Yeah, they are. Exactly. Good job.
They're so innovative right then.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to use what you have at hand, right? Like, come on.
Yeah.
We got another question from Beauty of the Backcountry. They had, so has your gear evolved from your first trip? And what is your favorite luxury item to pack?
Ooh, it's a two-parter.
Yeah, we definitely evolved a lot.
Yes.
Like after that first trip, we made a big investment and got really good backpacks. Back then we thought good backpacks were the brand at II?
Osprey. So we made a big investment on Osprey backpacks that were really durable and strong and everything. We thought they were great, but
they were really heavy though.
Very heavy.
Yes.
And we got the big Agnes pads for sleeping, and the pump sack and inflatable pillows and outdoor vitals sleeping bags, the down bags.
Ooh, yeah, nice.
So we were really going out on this investment, and a couple of years later, last year, we actually thought, well, hey, let's go more lightweight because these backpacks were really heavy. I think they come in at 4.5 pounds for the Osprey.
Great.
So we changed our backpacks and got the really lightweight backpack that,
the UL Circuit.
UL Circuit.
Okay, yeah.
Which is not the most lightweight, but it still gives us enough room for the bear canister, because that's important when we go out west, that we can fit that bear canister since it's
right.
Yeah.
And so we have some good stuff now.
Yeah.
A lot better.
Yeah.
Good.
Isn't that amazing?
That's
yeah,
awesome.
and
Hilltop packs, that it's really
they're so good.
Yeah.
That's craziness.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So we got a couple more some other questions here. So Hiking Mike wants to know, have you ever made it down to the swamps of Florida?
Yes.
Oh,
it's been a while, but yes.
Yeah.
We've been
Not backpacking, but day hiking.
Yeah, day
there.
hiking. Yeah. We've been down to the Everglades and what we did was we stayed in Naples on the West Coast, and then we did different day trips to the Everglades and also to Sunnyvale Island, Captiva, and the Keys. We did all that. So it was, and
saw a lot of alligators down there.
And we stopped at Biscayne National Park.
Yeah, Biscayne.
wow. I just don't know about the snakes and the alligators and the
like
cougars. And I don't think I'm ready for that.
It's beautiful. Oh yeah, it's beautiful down there.
I know. And I love Florida for sure.
I love watching Hike with Mike because it's always brings me back to that place. So peaceful.
Right. Right, for sure. But you guys, wait, I'm gonna go back to Utah first. This for 1 second. I know we answered a couple questions. So Utah's all the rocks and it's gorgeous. And how do they mark the trails there? Are they all with like the cairns?
Usually.
Mostly cairns and some markings on the spray paint on themselves.
Okay.
Okay.
Like little dots, and then you can follow the dots. But yeah, mostly the cairns and a few signs.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it looks so untouched. Like when you see anybody's videos or photos, you don't see, big signs saying go this way or whatever.
Yeah, sometimes you're just looking, and it's best to just take a distant look and say, well, I know I need to go up in that general direction.
Right.
And then, you might see a cairn over here and one over there because people are putting extra kerns.
Yeah, that's one thing I can't stand.
Right. So when you guys go, do you bring like the National Geographic maps with you, or what are you using?
All trails usually.
All trails.
All trails. So
Okay.
on your phone. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then do you guys have like a little GPS thing that you guys bring along too?
We have InReach. Yep, we usually
have the InReach. Okay, good.
Okay, very good.
Excellent. Because I mean, that's something that especially when those parks where they're hot, no water source, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if people don't bring a map and they, rely on stuff or don't bring an InReach or whatever. Yep. So, I mean, that's obviously important to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
The Ontario camping couple.
Oh my, question crazy here.
I know. Like, no, have you hiked anywhere in Canada? And if not, do you have plans to do?
That was one of my questions.
Oh, relax.
It's fine.
Would love to get up there, yeah. And I told Paddle and Hike, I told him before it'd be so awesome to get together up there with him and have us show us some of the area because he's up in Canada.
I think Paddle and Hike, I think he said they were from Montreal. I think that's what he said, right? So, okay. Yeah, that's beautiful over there too. Gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So have you been there or no?
I drove over the border once, but it was into New Brunswick.
Okay.
From Maine.
Right.
But I didn't because that was when he was on a business trip and I just came along, but I didn't have time to really see anything.
Right, for sure. Right.
So yeah.
Do you want to know a fun fact? Do you know that in Ontario, where I'm from, you can fit 6 Germanys?
Oh,
that's
wow.
That's how big it is. 6 Germanys you can fit in Ontario. Yep.
The dimensions are mind-boggling, definitely.
Yeah.
I love it. What do you got here? Oh my god.
RVA Hiker Girl has a question. What is your #1 bucket list hiking destination if money wasn't an option?
Oh, that's a loaded question. I love it.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a thinker.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't feel like I still have a bucket list, but probably Alaska if I had to choose one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like to see Mount McKinley and get up into that area and maybe Glacier Bay National Park. That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, and see the grizzly bears from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Katmai National Park.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow. So Michigan is where we live. Like we said, we're just 5 hours north of you guys.
Yep. We love Michigan.
I'm just gonna say any interview I've seen with you guys always chatted about Michigan. What do you love about Michigan?
It's wild, it's raw, it's magnificent.
Yes.
I mean,
it is pretty special.
Liquid Rocks is just so beautiful. We just love going back there again and again.
And just the wildlife that's up there, it's so different from here,
Right.
And Isle Royal, watching your videos of Isle Royal, that's a place that that's on the bucket list too.
There you go. Do it. Absolutely. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And we've even been to Sleeping Bear Dunes. We like that a lot.
And the Manistee.
And the Manistee Trail.
Yeah, you did the Manistee River Trail. That's a nice 20-mile, in and out kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
right roughly there.
That was our first trip where we were just like, oh my God. And because we went with 1,000 pounds on our back and I was not happy during that trip, but then we corrected our stuff. But how many times?
She was howling.
I was dying.
And then if you do hike Isle Royale, you don't have to worry about any bears.
There's no bears. Right.
You just got to worry about over 1,900 moose.
All the moose, which is crazy. But you've seen moose on trail before too.
Oh yeah, in Colorado.
They're everywhere there. Yeah, right.
How many times? No distance.
I know. Oh yeah, for sure. How many times have you guys been to Pictured Rocks?
Probably 8 times, easy, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like since 2015, because that's when we came back from Arizona and we decided let's go to Michigan, and then we just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then were you just like section hiking it every time, or have you done the whole thing?
Just section hiked, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And then we got to almost meet you.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah,
That was so
That was so
funny.
cool. Yeah.
I know it was cool.
Colleen was like, oh, she's on her way up. And I'm like, where is she going? And then we found your itinerary. It's like, oh, we missed you by one day.
I know. And then I was like, I didn't know if you guys were going to like use the bear box or not. So we were going to put some stickers in there. But I was like, we better not. And I was like, leave no trace, right?
Right, exactly.
You know, so we were like,
leave a trace.
No. But that's when we got Jason's sticker, right? He left us one on our car. So that was really cute. So thanks for that.
You can't miss our car out
Definitely we're going to use the bear box, because that last time we were there, we had that bad bear encounter.
So
Speaking of bears.
Right?
Oh, that brings up a good question here by Mr. Carlson.
Tell us about the bear story at Pictured Rocks.
Yeah, it was a complete nightmare, and I swore myself right then I'm never camping in the backcountry again, but I still do it anyway.
So when was this?
This was 2 years ago on the 4th of July. It was the 4th of July weekend, and we went up to Pictured Rocks and stayed at Chapel Beach.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we were at one of those campsites further back. It was kind of more away from things.
Yeah.
And set up, and we were all excited. We, kind of soaked in the stream because it was a pretty warm day. And later in the evening, it was 6 o'clock. We made our dinner in the pocket rocket. We just heated up the water for the pasta, and we had those little tuna packets.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, ate pasta and tuna, and then the park ranger comes by, and he goes, "Yeah, I need to see your permits or permit." He wasn't very friendly at all, and we showed him the permit, and then he goes, "Okay, and just so you know, there is a bear in the area, so watch for that." And we just
how rude.
I know.
looked at each other, and we were like, okay, yeah, there's a bear, great, so what? Because there's bears all over the place, really, So we just sat there, and then we decided, well, let's go in the tent and just kind of take a nap, and I'm sitting in the tent, and we have one of those Lanshan tents that has like a gap, where you can see out.
Sure.
Right.
And I'm still sitting there and looking out, talking, and Tim's laying down, and I see these 4 big black stubby legs right outside of the tent right then. And I just about fainted, my worst nightmare. I didn't hear anything. It was just came up without making any noise. And I look at Tim and I go, Tim, bear. And he goes, I know. Because he was talking about them, because we bring them along everywhere. And I'm like, no, not that bear, big bear. and he goes, oh crap, and we both unzip and just shoot out, because who wants to be in the tent right then? And we grab our cooking pots, and our trekking poles, and we're just out there making noise, doing what you're supposed to, and both yelling and go away bear, and the bear, he's just literally right there. He doesn't care at all.
Just taking his time, just sauntering.
Yeah, and so we just stood there watching him, and he just looked back and I said, just move it, get out of here. And we saw him circle around, and, the ferns are pretty tall. So he finally just kind of disappeared, and we said, hey, we need to just kind of go to the beach right now and forget this ever happened, you know. So we walked down to the beach and watched the sunset. It was getting pretty late. And we came back to camp like half an hour later, and our tents were completely ripped down. So he came back and he chewed through everything, and we had nothing scented, nothing smellable. We had washed our stuff, and our bear canisters, actually, we put them away from the tent how you're supposed to.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And well, they were sealed, and the only thing left at the campsite was our little propane tank and our water pouch where you like your Camelback, you know.
Yeah.
And he had punctured all that, and gas was spewing from the propane tank.
What?
I just have never seen anything like
Bit
it.
right into it.
Yeah. And he punctured my pillow, my Trachology pillow. There was nothing in the tent.
This bear's a prick.
We never ate anything in the tent, not even a cereal bar. So why was he in the tent? You know, it was just so weird.
Yeah.
And there he was just looking at us. So we just, you know, didn't know what to do. And he takes off and just sits down in the back on top of our 2 bear canisters.
Stop it.
Yeah. He took our canisters, and he was just like sitting like this with his arms around it saying, yep.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's like saying, like, you know what? This is my neighborhood.
Yeah,
you know what?
right.
I'm going to do what I want.
I was going to say about neighbors. Was there anybody else in the campground?
No. There were 2 people that walked by. They were day hikers. Yeah. And we said, hey, please get rid of this bear. Maybe if we make noise together, you know, and yell at him. And they had trekking poles. And they were just yelling with us, and he just sat there looking at us, didn't even care.
Yeah.
He's like been totally domesticated. So he's like totally immune to all this. Like,
what do you call that?
He's like, this ain't my first rodeo of bear, loud noises.
No. What do you call it? Habituated. It's a habituated.
Yeah, he was habituated.
I was trying to think of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then, since it was getting dark, we couldn't possibly hike out because our car was way 5 miles down. And so I decided, I'm going to pack up everything. Tim stood there with the bear spray just in case, because we did have bear spray, but we didn't really want to use it unless he was charging us.
Yeah.
Right.
And, you know, so I packed up everything really quick, and he just still looking at us, you know, but he didn't move. So he was happy with what he had at that point.
Wow.
And we just hiked just a few feet down, and we asked some people that were camped down there, hey, can we pitch the tent? Because this is what happened. We were really scared, you know. And we put up our tent right there, and they had to actually give us some food to eat because all our food was in the back.
Oh, right.
Right.
So
Wow,
we
that
had
was awfully nice
nothing.
of them.
Yeah, they were so nice. They gave us a sandwich and some chips.
Yeah.
Really,
Stop it.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's nice.
That is a crazy story.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this will segue into this question from our good buddy Doc. All right, if I can click on it. There we go. What's the backstory to the bear that you bring on the trip?
So first you have 2 bears, don't you?
We have 3 actually.
Oh, we have 3.
3
Yeah.
bears.
Oh yeah.
Howard?
Just like in the story.
Well, there's really no big backstory to it, but you know, the first one, we picked him up in the Rocky Mountains. On one trip, it was 10 years ago, and then we just added the 2 others over the years, one from Michigan and then one from Texas. So we just, you know, have fun with it, and usually bring them along unless it's just way too heavy, because it does add to the weight. But we like putting them a little bit at a time in the videos just for fun, you know, to add some humor.
Yeah.
They are fun for sure. So what are their names?
This is Howard. He's our youngest.
Okay.
The oldest is Harry, and the middle child is Baxter.
Baxter, the middle. Which one comes from Michigan?
Baxter.
Yeah, see, he's the naughty one in the middle, right? Oh no!
Right.
Oh gosh, what a bear story! I tell you, I'm still like, woof, you know.
Yeah, especially when, like you said, he's
That's just
totally
too close
used
for
to
comfort, you know. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the next day we went back really early. We were so scared just to go back to get our bear canisters, but he was gone.
Yep.
But he
Right.
had pooped all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well,
You just
oh, yeah,
the Marcus territory. You still want you want the pins back because I pooped on
Yeah.
them.
That's right. Yeah, more poop. Oh, geez.
Yeah, like I said, that bear is a prick.
Yeah, I know, right? What a
He
jerk.
was. He
But I
was.
mean, and how cool are you in touch with the couple that you met on the beach there for your food at all? Or
Yeah, they saved us.
yeah.
we did. Yeah, we. I think we just mentioned them in the video. I don't know if they ever watched it, but yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I
okay.
guess we had, gotten their number or something.
Yeah.
Because it is all about, like we were saying in the very beginning about you two, it's about the friendships.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
You know, and how amazing this community is.
Yes.
And we're all out there doing the same thing. We're all hiking, backpacking, having a great time in the backcountry, you know,
Mhm.
and you have to be there for each other, right?
Right.
So
yeah.
That's why we always carry an extra meal just for any particular
Well, that's
reason.
true too. And we
You
do always
never-
carry extras
you never
just
know.
in case. And they're not necessarily for us. So we have always said
Yeah.
that. So that's funny how that's worked out for you.
Yeah.
But you've done some really cool meetups.
Yes.
Oh yeah. We love the meetups. That's
I know. So
so much fun.
I didn't even know about it before was Cumberland Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, senior hiker did that.
Wow.
Last that was really, and I think we just got in at the end of him doing this because he did it annually for his
Okay.
birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we were so glad that we got to go in on this last one because it was so much fun, and he
Yes.
still puts down the miles. It's so
He's a
amazing.
beast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is.
Oh,
He's an inspiration.
Yeah,
I bet. But I mean, I've never heard of Cumberland Island before. It's in Georgia, right? And
Yes.
I mean, it's a historic island. You guys were like obviously by the water because it's an island, but I mean, gorgeous. I never even thought about that.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where else have you?
There? It's just so nice.
Mhm.
For sure. Oh, actually, I think the Bears weren't they in Jason Outdoors?
Yeah.
They were in his camp. Now that I remember that, oh geez, I love it. What about, and you've done obviously an Indiana meetup, right? Because I know that the hiking guy does. He puts on a pretty darn good Indiana meetup, right?
Oh, yeah. Those are so much fun.
Chris does that hiking guy, and Brian Carlson, and the whole local gang. It's pretty awesome that they are right here, and I just love just watching the two of them. Makes me laugh and crack up.
They're hilarious.
So
Yeah, they are pretty funny.
And Tanya Browning, she's just sweet.
Oh, I know. I can't wait to meet everybody. So I feel like we know everybody anyways already, but I mean, I just can't wait to hug everybody. I'm so excited. So this was one of your last ones.
That was at the Red River Gorge. That was the best time ever.
Yeah, that was just great.
Yeah. So I don't know how it really, last year at this same time in October.
So what is that?
Jason, backpacking with Jason.
Okay.
He had just a smaller version of this meetup. And Tim Buckley and Chris told us about this meetup, and they said, hey, if you want to come down, we're having a little meetup. And it was a smaller group. And so we said, hey, let's do that. Let's just go down and stop by and say hi and meet the group, because that was actually our first meetup, I think, besides Cumberland Island.
Yeah.
So we just kind of showed up unannounced and at Hanson's Point at the same location because they told us where to find them and all that. So showed up and we were like, hey, we're here, you know, and we had such a good time at that meetup that we just decided, why not do that again this year and pick Columbus Day weekend, because that most people have some more time off, and let's just ask people, you know, who wants to come. And we put it out and it was overwhelming.
Yes.
I would have never thought that many people would show up.
Isn't that incredible?
That was a lot.
Oh,
Here's
so
your
that
guy.
was
Does anyone snore at the meetups?
Oh, yes. It was that part was horrible, the snoring. We put our tent in one place, and then that night there was so much snoring that the next night we moved it onto the closer to the poop trail that people went down to poop. That's how desperate we were. But we could still hear the snoring, and then we had to move it, you know, way far away the next night, and it was a little bit better.
Yeah, we moved it near the hood, and then he didn't find his tent at night.
Yeah.
that is crazy.
But it was so great. And that made me realize just how this community is tied together. And, you know, I felt so thankful that I have these friendships, you know.
Right, for sure.
Because I haven't made one dime on my channel, and I don't care if I ever do, but that was just so, that's why I'm doing it, you know.
That's right. And 100%. See, and everyone is saying this. It is all about the friendships, and I feel like a lot of people in the chat were at that meetup.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another question. Andy has another one.
Oh yeah. Well, something about what happened to the signs you hung up.
Well, actually, somebody turned them around. Is what I heard, that somebody intentionally, I guess, turned them the wrong way.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, at least one of the signs, you know, got turned the wrong way. And when we hiked out, we made sure that we got anything that was left.
And Chris and Brian Carlson, they had it one side with all the stickers at the Hoosier meetup. So they kept one.
Yeah.
Weird, because I remember watching Tanya's video, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm hiking by," and Nicole had put all these signs up and stuff. So that was really cool. Yeah, and she said that you're going to come and pick them up later, whatever. Where's Sloan here? Sloan, Doris said something about something about they didn't even know you were in Indiana, which is crazy. Oh, here's a snoring trick. Blame it on the bears. Oh my. I love it. So what's your actually wait, before we know what you said. So I never thought of this about backpacking with a couple. So obviously we backpack together, we share equipment, all that kind of stuff. We do. We share things. Anyway.
What a concept.
But you guys bring 2 tents.
Mm-hmm.
We often bring 2 tents, yes.
Yeah, just so.
One is we sleep in one of them, and then the other one is a storage tent. We put our backpacks and everything that we don't need, in our sleeping tent in that, so we have a little more elbow room.
Okay.
In that land shan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the land shan, is there no vestibule?
A little bit, but stuff would get wet if it rained because it's
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't want like the chipmunks nibbling on my stuff, because that happened to us before.
I'm sure. Oh yeah, they're wild and reckless too. One's a party tent.
Yeah.
But I never thought about bringing 2 like shelters for that reason. Or it's a rave tent.
Yeah, that's the rave tent.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. But what's your next trip? Like, what is your next big adventure?
Well, we plan on making it back to the gorge next weekend, actually, with Brian Carlson and that hiking guy. And Tanya Browning said only if she had her underquilt, because it's pretty chilly right now. So if she got her underquilt, but also a couple of other people want to join. I think the Hoot on the Trail. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we look forward to that. Hopefully the weather will be good enough, and shortly after that we plan a trip out west over Christmas.
Okay.
We have Arizona and Utah planned.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys do any winter camping?
Yeah, we have done that before. Usually we like to do that at the Big South Fork or the Great Smoky Mountains, where it's just maybe a little bit warmer at night.
Okay.
But we go down to, I think the coldest was probably 25 degrees, something like that in the Sierra, actually. We had ice on the inside of the tent from the condensation.
Right.
And it got pretty low up there in the mountains. So, and then last year we went down to southern Indiana. It was pretty chilly there at night. And Big South Fork, we were actually pretty cold that night.
Okay.
Yeah, because we camped near the waterfall, and that gets even colder at night.
Right. But no snow camping. Like you're not coming up to Michigan in December or January.
No.
Haven't done that. We thought about maybe getting a hot tent, but then we, it's a budget issue because, when we do these trips, we gotta prioritize and
Right.
For timing and everything, absolutely. Yeah. No, that is true. That is true. Those are some good trips coming up, though. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
How many miles are you going to do when you go to the gorge next weekend?
I think the plan is it's not going to be mega miles, just the Oxia Ridge Loop.
Yeah.
Brian came up with a good agenda for that trip.
Ooh, nice.
He knows a couple of good campsites out that way. And then second day, we're probably going to do a different area, Indian Staircase, and camp in that area. I think that's what.
Okay.
So I'm pretty open-minded towards, because it's all about the time together with friends.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, it's funny. So if you ask Chris, you're doing 1 mile.
Yeah.
If you ask Brian, you're doing 10 miles. Oh my God.
These guys are like that. Yeah.
Right? So one of our bucket list things is we want to do a through hike. Is a through hike on your list?
We did a through hike.
Well, we did Picture Rocks, but I mean, it is.
Yeah, just I would really like to do the John Muir Trail, the whole thing, if we ever had the time, or finish the part that we didn't do,
Okay.
But not anything crazy like, through hiking the PCT or the AT, because I have back issues and I just know that my body couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because it would be, a dream to do that.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
But, I just know I couldn't.
Yeah. But I think we might be able to do the JMT maybe after I retire, and we can just take all the time we want,
Right. I know. I love that. Well, Mad Hippies are in Colorado, and they're going through your list. So they're like, hey, they love that you did the Indian Peaks.
Yeah.
I will have to check out your channel too, because we love Colorado.
Oh, they're based in Colorado, and they have all the tricks and tips for doing the Colorado Trail, as well as just like some beautiful day hikes. So everyone is saying, oh my God, great live on here. Doc Watson's like, ooh, 15-hour drive to the River Gorge.
Yeah, he's up there.
Oh, I love it.
Wilderness. It's pretty awesome. Crater Lake, Indian Peaks, Monarch Lake, trailhead to Crater Lake. That's an amazing backpacking destination.
Yes.
Had such a good time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's crazy. And I know you're pretty artsy. Like you paint a lot, right, Nicole?
Yeah, I paint a lot.
Yeah. So do you craft shows, or do you do are you on Etsy or something?
Not yet, but Tanya has been wanting me to try Etsy, and I've been looking at that because she sells her soaps, on Etsy. She recommended that I do that. So I definitely will look into it. But just do it for fun when I make gifts for people. If they ask me to do something outdoor, themed or wildlife, I do it for them. I do rock paintings, and I've been recently starting to do these ornaments on wood that you can hang up on a tree,
Beautiful. I know they're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love them.
Yeah, I do it for the neighborhood kids because we have a lady next door that really reaches out to the community, and I put my stuff out there for the neighbors to pick up, and yeah.
Aww, that's amazing. Well, you'll have to keep us posted definitely on what happens with that. So how can everybody find you two?
You can definitely find us on YouTube.
Okay.
It's just Nicole Hikesalot, and I thought about changing that, but I think I will leave it that way just because it's been that way now, even though Tim is talking more and doing, more in the videos and stuff. But yeah, and then Instagram, I'm also on Instagram. I just started that not long ago.
But under not Nicole Hikesalot.
It says it, and see, I don't know. I'm still like challenged at this stuff. I'm trying to change it. I have to look into how I can change my name, but it's Maroney6286 because this is a really old account I had a long time ago before. I just haven't used it, but yeah.
Awesome. Well, John just put it in the chat, so please make sure.
Yeah.
If you are not hanging out with Tim and Nicole, you guys are missing out on stuff, let me tell you. So you have to definitely go follow them. You guys are fun. Another quick question though. What about, you have a logo and you have like a, I know you have a Hilltops bag. Do you have stickers? Like, do you have swag?
Yes, I have stickers, and the logo is made by Backpacking with Buckley, Tim's daughter, Emma.
Oh, she's talented.
She did that. Yeah. So she did an awesome job on that.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So, and then one final question. Tim eats a lot. How does this fit into everything?
Yeah, we were just at the Hoosier meetup, and I did not really have a trail name. So,
well, Senior gave.
Oh, yeah. Well, the trail name I had before was Doc. So Senior Hiker gave me the trail name of Doc because I helped Nicole figure out that she is allergic to gluten.
Okay.
And so he said, well, your trail name is Doc. But then I kind of saw that maybe going wrong, because people would, if they saw me on the trail and my trail name's Doc, they think I know, something about the the medical field, and I don't want someone saying, "Oh, I got bit by a bear." Doc, come here and help me, and I don't know what I'm doing. But at the Hoosier meetup, people noticed that it just seemed like I was constantly eating, because I like to eat.
Okay.
And, they said, "Oh, what and now who are you?" And then I just, on the spur of the moment, I said, "Well, Tim eats a lot." And that kind of stuck too. So
everyone likes
apparently it did. Yeah.
I'll be a hiker girl. I think she loves that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I think it's great. But you're not going to do your separate channel. You're not going to do. No. It's just going to be Nicole hikes a lot. Tim eats a lot as a, the bonus, which is fun.
Yeah, right. I mean, the fun thing.
Yeah, I provide the eye candy for the channel.
That's right.
100%. Come on.
There you go. Perfect.
We are so happy that we got to totally chat with you guys. And like I said, we can't believe that we haven't met you yet. But I mean, it's coming.
Oh yeah, we will.
And everybody in chat's going, you guys are inspirational. Just so awesome. We got hashtag Team Tim. Oh my gosh, I love it. And then wait a minute, Doc Watson just said, "What's the matter? That's a great trail name, because he's Doc."
Yeah, there you go.
Right? There you go. That is so fun. We have Keel Quest for River Gorge 2023 on the calendar.
Mhm.
We're
Awesome.
coming.
Yes.
That's it. We gotta go. We gotta go for
Yes, we
sure.
do. It will be a blast. It was so much fun, and
Yes.
that's what we love about it. Is people of different backgrounds with different opinions come together, and we love each other. That's
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't matter where you're from, who you are. You just
No.
are family, and you build friendships for life. You know,
Yeah.
It's so
amazing.
true.
Mhm.
In
It's
this
so
time
true.
and age, we need to get away into nature and just not worry about all this crap that's going on. We need to come together. That's
Yeah.
my whole thing. Not be apart. You know, we need to just focus on being family, and that's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
Well said. But
Mhm.
let's not wait till October to get together, okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's do it way before that. I'm sure we can meet in the middle or whatever that looks like, and you come on up to Michigan,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely.
Yeah, you got. I mean, there's some hikes in Indiana. You know, we've been told we need to come down
Yeah,
and check out.
for
and
sure.
such.
So we are definitely, we'll plan something there. So you guys have been fabulous tonight.
Thank you
So
so much
you.
for having us. We
Yeah.
really
There you
appreciate
go. Real people, real story, right? It's the truth. Absolutely.
it. We had a
Absolutely.
great time.
Yes.
Aww.
Well, it was our pleasure indeed.
Yeah.
But don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Hold on. We're gonna drop you down. We're gonna do a little outro.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
again, thank you guys so much for being on the
Thank
show tonight.
Yeah. Super fun.
All right, hang tight. That was fun.
I am energized. Like, I
Oh,
love it.
Like the bunny.
Yeah, just fun and a lot of good representation of what it's like to be a backcountry couple.
Mm-hmm. Getting out there doing it
Do
together.
it, yeah, do it, and the trials and tribulations and the wildlife and then the fun things, you know what I mean, that you get to do together. What a fun night.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you to Tim
1000%.
and Nicole for hanging out with us on a little scheduled difference of 8 o'clock. But it was been good. It's been good. I feel like it worked all right for everybody.
We had a bunch of great people in the chat interacting and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
The banter back and forth was
which is
second
the
to
best,
none.
right?
Second to none.
I think that's what it's all about.
I was like, I can't put everything up
No,
there.
we couldn't even keep up with the comments, not lying. So the chat was awesome. Thanks everybody who showed up tonight and participated in the show, because we always love that. That's what it's all about. It is, again, like
Very
Tim
much
and Nicole's motto. It's all about the friendships. So and we also we do, yeah. And we also want to thank Mickwick, of course, for I don't know how
it's called reverse.
I know, it just feels so weird to do that. But anyways, we want to thank them as well. For
your left's my right.
That's right. Correct. For sponsoring our show, which is lovely, and we thank them for that. Everybody stay tuned for Monday at noon for 12 YouTube channels doing a video drop about the 12 days of Christmas giveaways.
Yes.
So everybody wants some gear, please go check them out. And in the meantime, we'll see you next Thursday. Right on, honey.
That's right. Same bat time, same bat channel. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see y'all on the next quest.
Yeah, you will. All right. Cheers, guys.
Peace out, Cub Scouts.